So both of you both know your website, right?
Finally, yes.
Okay. Well, I was like, oh my goodness, because I thought you knew what your website was. And then I was like, and then I realized today that, oh my goodness, I think she's in the wrong place. So that is good. I am going to take you, I'm going to share this screen if I can. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Screen again. Oh, awesome. I'm going to go to my website, which is right here. Am I echoing?
Oh, screen and sharing. Okay, I see something happening.
Okay, you guys can see this okay? Okay.
Yeah, I see it. But my little iPhone is so small. but I see it.
Reason it's not letting me click on my profile. Hold on. Is that Facebook? Okay, I don't know why it's not. I might go back and do it again.
I was hoping I could bring you up on my iPad, but it's bigger.
I'm very technical. I'm actually a lot better than I was. Trust me. Oh my gosh, I can hear you.
Oh, I see. Okay. Lord, if I can make it a little bigger to see what you're doing.
The reason mine is coachbrandy.net, by the way, is because I pay I go to GoDaddy.com, and it's so super cheap. It's like $15, I think, for a year or two. I don't even know. And at the time, it was just easier than telling everybody. My website is www.beachbodycoach.com/ It was just easy. So, but, oh gosh, now it's not working. That's strange.
This page is in red. Yeah, I see that.
Okay, it's okay. You guys can kind of go through it. I don't have to show it. I thought it would, but let's see. Well, you guys know to go to my profile, and you know how to get on your website, and you both have been in news and training, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. So did you guys go to Coach when you went to news and training?
I did Coach online, I think.
Okay.
Awesome. Coach back office or something like that.
Yes. And I hate that it's not letting me do it. This computer is old school. Okay. So you went into your Coach online office after you type in your password and everything. It takes you there. Mm-hmm. And you guys will see the bars at the very top, right? And
yes.
To the right, it says news and training.
Yes.
Yes. Awesome. Okay. I want to tell you guys something about being a coach. Okay. Do not, unless you're one of the people that are okay with learning everything all at once and you want to sink it all in. But if you're like me, I learned better as I'm going. So I really didn't learn anything about being a Star Diamond coach until I became a Star Diamond coach, what I had to do. I didn't learn about what I needed to do to be Emerald until I got to that point.
Gotcha.
All I knew is what my coach said. Before you sign your very first coach, message me and I'm going to walk you through it. So for me, the best way for me to learn was to do it myself at the time that I'm going through it. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's your guys' way of learning or not. If it isn't, if you are all about, you have to know everything right away, it is all right there in your back office where I just told you to go. I would start with Coach, and I think Timberly, you said you did, right? Did you go to Coach or Getting Started? Awesome. And then have you been to the Getting Started part, Attell, yet?
Yes.
Awesome.
That's the first thing I went in yesterday. I did the Getting Started first, and there was a lot of information in there where I copied and emailed it to myself, so I can just pull it up. I don't have to keep going in my back office to read it, so I can study it and understand it.
Perfect. That is awesome. That is so great. So that is where I have my new coaches start. And a lot of times, just depending on, who they are, I might not even have them start there because I'm going to start you guys in my new coach training that starts on Monday.
Okay.
So you guys are going to be, and it's a private Facebook group. Okay. And basically, I'm going to start it off with 10 days and I'm going to tag you every single day. Okay. And there will even be sample posts because when you're a new coach, you're like, I don't even know what to do. I'm going to tell you what to do. You don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
The thing about this business is, I'm going to give you some tips. You want to be yourself.
Okay.
Okay. And yes. So like I asked you guys like 3 or 4 things about you that I really didn't maybe know. Like Timberly was gardening, and I know Etel, you're really into your church and things like that. Mm-hmm. That needs to be music. Timberly's husband is a musician, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, and she's always traveling with her husband. That needs to be your target market.
There
so
you go.
I'm probably not going to appeal to a 21-year-old guy coming out of college. He's just probably not going to be into signing up with me just because, or joining my challenge group, because we probably have not a lot in common. Mm-hmm. Though I have signed up men that are really successful, but I'm just saying my target market, for example, is moms, because I have 3 boys. Right. And so that's kind of my target market, after having my baby, how do you lose the weight, that kind of thing. Etel, your target market is going to be, you would not know this, you have to look her up, Timberly. How old do you care if I ask how old you are?
I'm 64.
You would never, go look at her, go at her friends and look at her pictures. You would think that she was 34. I mean, she does not, when she first told me that, I was like, oh my gosh. So you are going to attract to women your age probably that, we still got, we're not, aging is for idiots, just like Tony Horton said.
There you go.
That is who you probably might relate to. And Timberly, she's going to relate to, she loves the garden, and she's got 2 college, is it college age? All right. 1 at least college, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're going to relate to that, and you're going to also relate to the whole music thing. You have a whole area that you could be really awesome.
Yeah.
So you gotta find out your target market and go with that. You don't have to appeal to everybody. Okay, just so you know. Something that's really important about this business is consistency.
Yes.
Okay. It is probably, oh my gosh, it's so important. If you're not consistent, one of my coaches, I had a talk with her the other day, and she's finally getting it. She's like, I was like, nobody's going to come to you for fitness advice, or they're not going to want to join your challenge group. They're not going to want to sign up under you, because you are 1 week all about Beachbody, and the next week you are, where did she go? I haven't seen her. The next week you're all about Beachbody. Then you're like, where did she go? I haven't seen her. They're like, wow, why would they want to join your challenge group, for one thing? Because if that's how they do on Facebook, then that's probably how they're going to do in my challenge group. They're probably not going to be there to help and motivate me. So consistency is so huge in this business. Even if you're having the worst of the worst days, you still have to post 3 to 5 times a day. Now, I know that scares a lot of people. It did me at first, and now you would look at my post and think that I was never scared. I know. But only 1 or 2 times about what you are doing, okay? I avoid the word Beachbody, try to, as much as I possibly can, because you do not want to hide behind the product, okay? You are a brand now. Don't let that scare you. You have to find out what your brand is. You are a brand. People are going to buy your brand. There's, 300 and some thousand Beachbody coaches.
Right.
Why would they're not going to sign up with you just because you're a Beachbody coach.
Exactly.
Right. They're going to sign up with you because you have there's something like a connection, or, there's just a connection or something like that. They're not just going to sign up with you because you messaged them and said, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach. Will you sign up or join my challenge group? That's not going to do anything. Nobody cares that you're a Beachbody coach. They care that you care about them. So it's a relationship building business. Instead of being interesting, be interested in them. And if you're showing interest in them,
right,
it's going to come back to you. Like they're going to start to see your stuff. So definitely posting 3 to 5 times a day. And I'm going to give you some examples. In the morning, I like to post, and this is one thing about being consistent really fast. People, once you get in a routine of your posting, people like will know that you are in this routine, that you will have people follow you that you had no idea. And like when I was in the hospital having my 3rd baby, somebody said, I thought Brandy must have been having her baby because I totally missed her post this morning. Like, where was she? So people really do want you. In the morning, I don't know what your schedule is, but if you work out in the morning, post your workout stuff in the morning. If you want to do a motivational post in the morning, like maybe it's just a picture of you with your coffee or, you know, something motivational. You know, in the morning, you want to post in the morning. So everybody is going to get in that habit that I am going to see her post every single morning, no matter what. She is going to be in my face. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be a good way. When you do your posting, you try to add value to somebody's life. So that's something I've had to learn over the last year. I used to just post and not really think about it. Mm-hmm. But over the last year, I have learned that, and I'm teaching you guys now so you don't have to learn the hard way like I did. You know, post in the intent of how is this going to help somebody today? How is this going to make somebody's day? You know, maybe it's a funny joke in the morning, like that's going to make somebody laugh. How is that going to help somebody? Maybe like Timberly, you traveling with your husband, that will probably inspire a lot of women. You know, tell your church, you know, your church things, going to church and things like that and working out that inspire people. So in the morning, you want to do a motivational post. Gotcha. In the afternoon, because my schedule is I'm home, that's when I do my workout, and I usually post an after workout picture. And in the evenings, I like to post about our next challenge group coming up, or if we're doing a coach sneak peek, which you guys will totally learn. Don't worry, I'm going to take you under my wing, so do not be scared. That is when you want to do those posts. And the reason being in the evening is my target market, most of them are moms. And what do you guys do? If you post something that you want everybody to see and you post it at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, the way Facebook works, and maybe you got 1 like and you're probably freaking out, like, why did I only get 1 like? Well, it's because Facebook, like, they take you out of the news feed if you do not have so many likes in an hour. So if you think about it, like my target market is moms. So what do we do at 7 o'clock? It's usually supper, right? And then dishes and bedtime and all that, babs and all that. 9 o'clock is like my time that most women sit down and like, they grab their coffee or whatever it might be and get on Facebook. 9 o'clock at night. That's usually my target market. So when I'm going to post something that I want everybody to see, it is going to be between 9 and 11. Now that's my market. That might not be yours. You got to find out what yours is. But 9 and 11 are really good times for me to post something that I want everybody to see, because that is when most people are up. I'm finding out, the people that follow me anyways. So that's when you want to do those posts. But being consistent 3 to 5 times a week is really, really important. And Facebook is, this business is social media. One of my dearest friends, I'm making really good money now, but I'm going to tell you, she made this week $10,000 in just team volume. She's been a coach for 2 years. Right. Okay. In 1 week, $10,000 in 1 week. Okay. That is like not even abnormal though in this business. Like it's like a normal thing to be making $5,000 to $10,000 a week, if not more than that. And it doesn't matter if you live in a small town. It doesn't matter if there are 300,000 Beachbody coaches in Linton, Indiana. It doesn't matter, Timberly, because this business is social media. And it tells proof right here that most of my last coaches, besides a couple, have been from out of state. Like that I have never met in person yet, though I will get to. I can't wait. But that just goes to show you how powerful social media is. It doesn't matter if you live in a small town. It doesn't matter if there's 5 Beachbody coaches in your church at Tell, whatever. It's who you are, your brand, and you have to be so confident in what you're doing that people are just going to come to you. I'll teach you about that too. Is that confusing? Anybody have any questions so far?
No, it sounds really good. I just can't wait till I understand everything thoroughly.
Oh,
And that's the type of person I have to read so I understand.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I probably will never understand everything. Like, I'm still learning every single day.
Mm-hmm.
So consistency on Facebook. You can pick another social media site. I know Timberly already knows about the like page. If you are not into like pages yet, or you know nothing about them, I would practice getting your Facebook page going first. That is only if like you are already good at your like page. So your like page, you get that, Timberly. So that would be okay. But if you're a new coach and you're like, a like page, oh my gosh, and like it freaks you out, don't worry about that yet. Just get yourself comfortable with Facebook. And the like page is great because you can pay for likes. Do you do that? Awesome. So yeah, it definitely is awesome. And I need to be better about my like page, but I'm having such a good luck with my personal page right now that I'm not too worried about it. Another thing is, you say you have 200 friends on Facebook and you're talking about your fitness and everything, and you're like, why is nobody, like, what's going on? Nobody's even liking my stuff anymore. It's because you have to add 3 to 5 people a day to your friends list. And I'll tell you a couple ways that you can do that. You can go to the sidebar and add as friends, the people that say add as friend, and look at people's pictures, and you'll be able to tell who's like-minded and not. Usually you will. I mean, if it's somebody, a woman with cigarettes hanging out of her mouth and like total cleavage hanging out, it might be somebody that you're like, I don't know. But you can usually tell, and you have to stalk people. It's kind of funny when I say stalk people, but you actually do, because you want like-minded people on your team. Trust me, when I became a new coach, I just added anybody that wanted to be, and I wasted a lot of time on people that didn't, So you definitely want to find like-minded people. Mm-hmm. And so you can go to the add as friend on your sidebar. I know you guys know where that's at. Or this has probably helped me more than anything. Find 2 to 5 groups that you can put yourselves in of interests that you have. So like with you, gardening and music and church and the dancing and the fitness. Mm-hmm. All you have to do is go to your search bar on Facebook. Right. And type in if you love Disney World, put yourself in a Disney World group. If you have grandkids, put yourself in a, women who love to work out with grandkids. I mean, I'm not kidding. They have a group for everything. Okay. I put myself in a mom of toddlers, with boys. I put myself in a running group, which has been really successful. But any kind of thing that you're interested in, put yourself in a group. I put myself into my Fitness Pal group, and I've signed coaches from there. And one of my coaches, she's awesome. She's from Maine. So put yourself in those groups. And what you do is you start building relationships with those people in those groups. Now, I'm going to tell you a little secret. Don't spend days and weeks building a relationship with somebody before you add them as a friend. So what happens is you can like and comment on their stuff a few times, and then add them as a friend on Facebook. And then they're going to see what you are doing because you are posting 3 to 5 times a day. Now, remember, you're only posting once or twice about your fitness. You're posting 80% about who you are, because that's how people are going to connect to you, because of who you are as a person, right? They're not going to connect to you because you work out every day, or you drink your Shakeology. Like, don't ever kiss your Shakeology cup. Just promise me you won't. it's like, I don't know. You would be shocked how many people are like, why would you do Shakeology Coach? Okay. I mean, I've taken some juices before, and I don't even want to go back to my couple years ago, because if I did, I would probably like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I ever posted that. But I probably should do that and put it in the file section of my team page, what not to do. The things. Because I posted before like crazy, like, oh my gosh, to look at some of the things I used to post, I'm like, why would I ever? So I'm trying to teach you guys now, you know, to not do those things. Don't hide behind the products, because people are going to come to you because of who you are. When I put myself in those groups, I don't dare say I'm a Beachbody coach. I don't dare say anything about Shakeology or even the workouts. I just like and comment on their stuff, and might offer an encouraging word of advice, like in my Fitness Pal, you know, somebody was, her weight loss was whatever. And I'm like, well, have you tried weightlifting? You know, and that's all I would say. And then I would just add her as a friend. And then, because they're usually going to accept. And then when they do, you know, you can message them and say, hey, thanks for the ad if you want to. And they're going to just see what you're doing because you're posting 3 to 5 times a day. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. And you guys are going to, like, I know that a lot of this might even be, like, you might forget some of it, and it's okay, because, like, it's going to be stuff that you learn all the time that we're going to go through. Never skip this, and trust me, because it would have changed my business 2 years ago if I wouldn't have listened. And so I urge my coaches now, please listen to me when I say, do not skip this part. But I know some will, because I was one of those people. Personal development is probably more important to your business than your workouts and Shakeology daily. Because you cannot better the lives of other people if you are not willing to better yourself every single day. I mean, we're human beings. Everybody has struggles every day. I don't care who you are. And if you don't know how to deal with them, it's going to be really hard for you to help other people. And I don't like to read. I do Audible. If you don't like to read, Audible or audio is fine. The things that I would recommend as a new coach, there are a few. The one that I'm listening to, and I listen to her over and over and over again, because I have self-confidence issues. Jen Sincero, you're a badass. And it is like probably the most popular book right now for Beachbody coaches. She teaches you, it is awesome. She's very blunt, and she teaches you to believe in yourself. So I do like to listen to that on Audible because she's funny and I like to hear her voice, but it's You're a Badass by Jen Sincero. And that book, or that Audible, because I do the Audible, has changed my business, guys. Like, it has completely changed my business. It teaches you to believe in yourself. I mean, and you have all this confidence. It's so funny. I can listen to 10 minutes of that, and I'm like, I will get on Facebook and I'll be like, I'm going to sign 5 new coaches today. I am this and this and this. And I have all this confidence when normally I wouldn't. So she just teaches you how to be confident. And I think everybody will love that book. Don't let the name fool you. She's very, very intelligent, and she's actually a Christian, but she calls it something else. But she says a few curse words in there and everything, but she's totally awesome. And I think everybody should listen to it. Another one is Darren Hardy, The Compound Effect. Mm-hmm. And the reason that being, he teaches you this business can be, I'm not going to lie, it can be boring sometimes. Like, you see all the pictures at Summit and the workouts and stuff, and oh my gosh, her life must be so exciting. But honestly, it's every day you're doing your 3 vital behaviors. Every day you're sitting at your computer and you're working, right? So some days it can be like the kids are screaming, in my situation anyways. And some days it can be like, man, but he is telling you it's awesome because it's the little things that you do every single day that is going to build your business. So just like your husband being a musician, if you think about it, you know, what if he quit playing for 2 weeks, 3 weeks? What's going to happen? He might become, well, he probably doesn't have to worry about that now, but some people's cases, they might become a little rusty. Like, we haven't practiced, you know, got to practice every day because, you know, I might not be as good as I could be, or be a little bit rusty here and there. That's just an example. It's just, you got to do those things every day to build your business.
Right.
So you've got to do the little things, your workout, your Shakeology, your posting, the 3 vital behaviors, which we'll get into. And if you do those things every single day, like a year from now, you're going to be like, wow, my business, my income has went from here to here. It's crazy. You know, I mean, I'm making more than my husband in 1 week than he does in 2 weeks. And he has a college degree. Like, I failed college. So I'm just saying that it works. You just have to be consistent, and you have to be willing to learn and learn from leaders. Like, I YouTube the heck out of everything and started following top coaches, and I watch what they do, and I learn from them, and I even message them and ask them questions, become friends with them, and they will help you. Like, so that's where the compound effect comes in, the little things every day. And I will put in some personal development ideas also, but when
can you send the name of the lady that you just said her book? I have a book here already that I'm going to read again, Diane Johnson.
I love Dani Johnson. She's awesome.
I got her too. I got this book, but I want you to send the other one also.
Okay, I will send that to you guys in a message.
Okay.
I love Dani Johnson. She's another one that is awesome.
I'm going to reread it because I was reading it for the other business I was involved. I just got to reread and get my mind, get acclimated again, because once I get going, I go.
Oh yeah. You have to keep, and like personal development, 10 minutes a day. Like, I'm not asking you to do 5 hours a day.
Right.
Here's what I do. I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. If you're like busy at home and you're like, how am I going to be able to listen to this stuff? If you work away from home, do the Audible and listen to it on the way to work and on the way back from work. If you're traveling with your music business, listen to it with your earbuds on the way there and the way back, or I sleep with my earbuds on now. Like, I sleep literally, I have Audible and I have everything from John Maxwell to Jen Sincero, and I sleep with my earbuds on now.
He's another good one, John Maxwell.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
Awesome.
That's where I'm going. Yes. Yeah. So when I went to my very first summit, this was, my second child was maybe 2 years old. No, he was probably only 1. I don't know. My very first summit was 3 years ago. And 2 years ago. I'm sorry, 2 years ago. And I has always told to listen to personal development. And I was one of the people, whatever, who has time? I have 2 kids. And I went there, and John Maxwell was our speaker. And I get goosebumps still, like, when I talk about it, because I got it really fast. I was like, that's why these millionaires are right here and I'm right here, because they were doing personal development. It will change your life. Yeah. And John Maxwell, he is awesome. One of the things I have to share with you, because I think it's just so cool. He said he has a brother and a sister, and all of them are very successful. Like, I think his sister owns a hospital. I'm not for sure what his brother does. But he said his parents, when they were growing up, did not pay them to do chores. They had to do chores because they were part of a family. And so, part of the family, you take out the trash. You're not.
Yeah, I didn't get paid either.
But he said his dad did pay them an allowance every week. If they read a good educational book once a week, they got paid for that.
That was
and I thought that was so awesome. He said, we did chores around the house because that's just what you do. They're teaching us to do that. But they got paid to read a good book. And I thought that was really cool. I really like that idea. So personal development, that is one of the vital behaviors of this business that you just promise me you'll do it, because if you don't, you will struggle. Like, I can always tell when my coaches are not doing personal development. They don't know how to message people. They don't know how to talk to people. They don't know how to post. They're negative on days. They're depressed. I'm depressed today, over it and listen to something. And yeah, not saying that you're going to get over it just like that, but if you start doing your personal development, it's going to help you a lot. So I can always tell. The other vital behavior is be a product of the product, which you guys both obviously are. You're going to be on Shakeology and doing your workouts. And the third vital behavior is inviting. Don't let that scare you. I like to think of inviting as connecting with people. And even Carl Deichler said if he could have changed one thing about the 3 vital behaviors, he would have used the word connecting instead of inviting. Because I do find a lot of new coaches are scared when you say you have to invite X amount of people a day, and they're like, oh my gosh, what? And then before you know it, they're like, why is this person not messaging me back? And I say, send me what you're sending them. And they will, and it will be something like, I just became a coach. Do you want to join my team? Like, oh no, that's why they're not messaging you back. I like to, because this business is not like any other business out there. You're building relationships. You are dealing with people's lives. You are dealing with people that have been through a lot of crap. I mean, I've dealt with customers that have been abused and have been, maybe that's why they overeat, or, have never exercised a day in their life, or they have self-confidence issues. And all of a sudden they get in this business and they start to believe in themselves. And it's like so great to see that, it changes people's lives. So you are dealing with people's emotions and lives. You're not selling baskets or makeup. I'm not putting that stuff down. I'm not. But you are selling, you're not selling, but you're giving them fitness. You're giving them a gift. You are sharing and not selling. So that's how I like to look at it. You're sharing. But connecting with people, that is how I like to look at it, because it is about building relationships. And it might take you some time to build a relationship with somebody. Remember, we talked about this business 2 years ago. You weren't ready then. This is fine. I didn't give up on you, did I? Like, no. You didn't give up either. You didn't give up on the thought of it either. But those people will come to you when they're ready. And sometimes it does. So, okay. Anybody have any questions so far? Because I don't want to overwhelm anybody. Okay. I tend to talk a lot. So and I started paying for Zooms instead of, if you don't pay for the Zooms, you get like cut off at 40 minutes. And I almost.
Yeah, I know. The last time it went boop.
I told my coaches, like last night we were on the team Zoom, and I was like, oh my gosh, well, I better let you guys go. It's like 10:30, and Heather's like, I wonder what the heck was going on, Brandy. I was like, I told you had to shut me up because I can talk all night long. So that, the 3 vital behaviors is very important. Posting on your Facebook page. We're going to start our training on Monday, and you guys still look in your back office what you feel comfortable with without getting overwhelmed. Now, here's something that I used to not talk about with my new coaches, because
what I need to do, Brandy, I need to change my Facebook. I have my own personal Facebook, but I need to make a business page Facebook. So I got to remember how to do that. I'll ask one of my young folks to show me how to do it.
You're like me. Well, Leslie Cordes has an awesome video on that, on your like page. He has an awesome video on that, and I'll send it to you tonight.
Okay.
Because that's how I learned.
Okay.
It's totally awesome. One thing about this business, okay, where was I going with this? We did the 3 vital behaviors.
Yes.
And stay connected with your team. You're going to be adding 3. Okay. I say add 3 to 5 people a day. Okay. When I started getting serious about this business, I'm going to be honest, I didn't add 3 to 5 people a day. I added 30 to 40 people a day. Okay. Now, there is a catch to that. You could get in trouble, like Facebook jail.
Yes.
Let me tell you, Jeffrey Armbruster, I want to give you guys this list to listen to too. He said it best, and he's a very successful coach, by the way. He's a financial reward. He paid off his house like 2 years ago and doing awesome with it. Anyways, he said, if you are not in Facebook jail at least once, you are not building your business enough. Hard enough. And I was like, yes, that made me feel good. Don't let that you have added too many friends, like a warning, that does not scare me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you might be in Facebook jail for a couple. The longest I was in Facebook jail was 3 weeks, and that was hard, I'll admit it. But I did a lot of signing coaches, in that time, because I add to you have to add to your network. Like, you can't be like in the small town that we're in, Timberley. Just don't even focus on that, because it's you might be, I don't understand. I'm talking to this person, and well, her coach is this person, and I try talking to this person. Well, her coach is this person, and I tell my coaches, get out of your box and go abroad and start adding from. I mean, my coaches are from everywhere, every state possible. They're not even from Indiana, most of them anymore. So that just shows. Put yourself in those groups and start adding those people as friends, and start connecting with those people and build relationships with those people.
Okay.
Pick 5 or 10 people a day that you can go like their stuff and comment on their stuff, because the more that you comment and like on their stuff, we're going to start showing up in their news feed all the time, and they're going to start to see your stuff all the time. So that is, take 5 minutes a day to go pick a few friends and like and comment on their stuff, so you are in their news feed.
I've been getting a lot of hits from Instagram lately with health. So
Instagram's awesome.
So I'm going to have to start hitting that and connecting with these people, so I can bring that other aspect of Beachbody, to them.
Lot is something that I'm getting better at. I'm not very good at still. But it's huge market. There's a lot of trainings on Instagram, and all you have to do is YouTube Chalene Johnson. She is the queen of Instagram training, and it's huge. Instagram is huge.
Yes.
And I'll let you know when our calls are, but there was a call from Janelle Summers. Chalene Johnson's sister is one of our upline coaches. I don't know if you realize that or not. So she had a call, and there was this one girl who, we're going to talk about Success Club points here in a second, had 100 and some Success Club points a month. And it was because this thing that she does on Instagram turns in her before and after pictures. So I will have to find the recording to that and give that to you guys. Okay, so I kind of asked the both of you. You both would like to make some money. You don't want to wait. You want to make money now. I mean, you want to build a business now. And this was what I was getting into, that I am scared to, I used to be scared to talk about with my new coaches, but I'm not anymore, because it's really important. And you're going to hear me talk about it all the time at our team page, where you're probably going to be so sick of hearing about it. But it is the root of your business. And it's so funny, because when I became a coach 4 years ago, there was no such thing as Success Club. There was nothing. Like, there was no such thing. We didn't have challenge packs. We had my Shakeology or the workout. We did not have challenge packs. We didn't even have challenge groups when I was a coach. We didn't have anything like that. And so you guys seen me go to Cancun, and I talked about getting, we completely paid for. We got $750 spending cash. Everything was paid for. Didn't have to buy a thing there at all. All exclusive for a whole week. You guys, see the Success Club, those trips and things like that. That is from hitting Success Club. And what Success Club is you get 2 points for every challenge pack you sell.
Right.
You get 1 point for every Shakeology home direct order. Now, I usually don't talk about the Shakeology home direct order, because what I do, if somebody just wants Shakeology, I am going to talk them into the challenge pack that's on sale. Because for $10 more, you're going to get 21-day fix. And I'm going to be honest, if they don't want that workout at all, I might say, I will pay you $10 for that workout if you do the challenge pack, or give you the $20 Walmart card. Because it's almost cheaper for them to get the challenge pack. So your goal, how we earn those trips, all that fun stuff, extra money, all that good stuff, your goal is to hit Success Club 5 or 10 every single month. And as a new coach, you might think 5 might be not too overwhelming for you. That's 3 challenge packs. To me, that means I'm helping 3 people. because I don't have a problem. If somebody asks me how much is size, I tell them $140. I never give them the price of just the program.
Got you.
The reason being is my past, I was a runner for years and I could not lose weight. And I actually gained 15 pounds running a marathon because my diet, I just could not get my diet right. I was hungry all the time. I was introduced Shakeology by my upline coach, Jamie. And I fell in love with it, instantly lost 15 pounds in the first month. It did things for me that I was just like, it took my sugar cravings away. I mean, I was that runner that after they ran.
For real?
Yeah. Would come into their house and like open the refrigerator door and eat a big brownie. Like that's how horrible.
Well, that's what I know. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. For real. I have a sugar craving.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. If that really going to help, I'll be very happy.
Yeah. It doesn't not, Timberly. It's awesome. Like, I used to go to Walmart and buy a bag of licorice and I could eat it on the way home.
Oh, I understand that.
Yeah.
I do.
Sugar was my thing. Twizzlers, gummy bears. And it's so funny now. I'm a human being, especially this time of the month. Every now and then, and then I always get caught, by the way, in a small town. But yeah, every now and then, every now and then I'm a human being. I might want a cheeseburger from McDonald's. I might want a little bag of Skittles, but it has completely changed me. I find myself when I go to the store, I don't even look at that stuff anymore, where it used to be the thing that made my whole day to be. And I mean, candy was my thing, and I don't struggle with that anymore. And it's because of Shakeology. And I lost 15 pounds because I got rid of the crap food. Yes, I'm a human being. Every now and then I'm going to have something like that. But not when back then it was every day. Like I could eat that every day. And now
I understand.
Yeah. Shakeology will change that for you. It did for me. I promise.
Okay.
What happened with Shakeology? You really want to learn the products in it because I knew Shakeology helped me with my sugar cravings. I knew it helped me lose weight. I knew it gave me energy. I knew it helped my hair grow, my skin, my nails. But when I really started to really look like what was in it and I started to study it, I'm like, every one of us has cancer cells in our body. And a lot of the times, not all the time, because there are circumstances, but a lot of the times when people get cancer, it's because their cancer cells are out of control. And I believe now more than ever that it's in our food, that why so many people have it now. I believe
definitely
more than ever. And did you know that Shakeology has I can't even pronounce it. It helps you to not get that. It takes that away. It takes that away. Like your kids need to be drinking it. Like I laugh at people, and this is probably mean of me to say, but when a pregnant woman comes up to me, well, my doctor said I can't have Shakeology. For one thing, your doctor doesn't know what Shakeology is probably.
Exactly.
They're probably like, a protein shake? It's not a protein shake. A protein shake, you better not. Because honestly, that's what people do. And I'm like, you can go to McDonald's drive-thru and eat a Big Mac and a large fry and not ask your doctor if that's okay for your baby. Because let's be honest, in McDonald's French fries, the potatoes that they use, the stuff that they spray on those potatoes are so full of chemicals and so dangerous that the farmers will not even be around it when they're spraying.
There you go.
It tells you that, So Shakeology prevents those cancer cells from getting into your, from becoming cancer. It helps you with your eating. You're a human being. This is what's great about this business. It's about balance. I'm not perfect all the time. There are times that I'm going to have a McDonald's Happy Meal or whatever, but I don't do it every day. I don't even do it once a month. But people do that every day. You know what I mean? And Shakeology cures all of these things for you. And, one of the woman who created it was Darian O'Lean, by the way. and I will send you this YouTube video, you'll be inspired, is Carl Daikeler's wife. He said something really good at our Super Saturday. He said, funny story, our dog went outside and got like 1,000 ticks on it. And he was like, was freaking out because he's like clean freak and like, oh my gosh. And she said, so she called the vet because she was all concerned about her dog, and the vet prescribed this pill to her dog. And his wife is researching everything, and she gets on the computer and she researches this pill to give to her dog. And Carl Daikeler says she goes to give the dog the pill, and she turns around and says, I will not give my dog this pill. I cannot believe the stuff that they put in this. He goes, that is the woman, that is the lady who is creating what you're drinking.
Right.
She's not concerned about what you're putting in your body.
Right.
Guys, it cures diabetics. It cures, I mean, one of my coaches, Cheryl Helms, went off of 15 bottles of pills because of Shakeology. It cures fibromyalgia. It cures all of that stuff. It's that great for you. But learn about your product, because you guys, like, you will really be inspired when you really, nobody can argue with you when you know about Shakeology. When somebody comes up to me and they say, well, I'm doing True Vision, it seems to be the new thing right now. And I tell my new coaches, don't worry about they're doing True Vision. You know, don't waste your time giving them comparison charts. You have to believe in what you're doing. And when you believe so much in something, even if they don't get it at first, it's going to come through to them. You know, if you believe wholeheartedly in what you're doing, then you're going to see that eventually. So don't waste your time arguing with people. And a little bit of advice I tell people, if they, well, I'm doing this or whatever, and I will just end it with, well, that's great for you, or I don't know about that. But what I do know is Shakeology is doing this and this and this. And I leave it. Because honestly, you waste your time, so much time arguing with people. You don't want to be that person. You want to just believe in so much in what you do that they're going to see it and get it.
That's true. I'm making my Shakeology. I'm sorry. I'm hungry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
I have the vegan.
Yeah, I love the vegan too. Yeah, I just ordered some. I love it too. You will get your Shakeology. You know, to be an active coach, you got to have 50 PV. I tell my coaches, the business is not going to work if you're not on Shakeology. It just is. And I'm not going to like bull crap people and say, oh, you know, it just really will not, because you have to be a product of the product.
There you go. There you go. That's what I believe.
Yeah. And if you don't believe in it, then I'm like, then you don't need to get in this business, because it will not. Because like I said, it's a relationship building business. You have to believe. And I believe in so much in Beachbody because it's changed my life. It's changed so many millions of lives.
Right.
And so I do tell people that. Now, so the Success Club thing that all ties in. I'm sorry, I get off track. 2 points for every challenge pack you sell. So you guys are going to run a challenge group with me. It's going to be on our calendar, and I'm going to tell you how to post about that. And when somebody asks you, how much is size? I say $140. I'm going to help you message them and tell you and show you how to talk to them.
Okay.
So don't be scared about that.
Okay.
But if you hit Success 5 in your first 3 months as a coach, you get your summit ticket next year completely paid for. A big Beachbody thing. And you get a call with Carl Daikeler, the CEO, which is huge.
Gotcha.
So I like to think of Success Club as I'm helping 3 new people every single month to change your life. That's how I view Success Club, because I'm that passionate about Shakeology.
Right.
Any questions? Sorry.
No.
Okay. Okay, so you want to make money really fast right away. You want to start hitting Success Club every month. You want to make it a goal. You want to write it down. However you do your goals, I type my goals in as my passwords, because for some reason my kids always draw on my whiteboards that I try to hide, or they get in my post-it notes. When I wanted to become a 5-star elite coach, I typed that into every password that I ever had, from my credit card bills to my websites. It was 5-star elite. It's changed now. And I had to type it, and I had to see it every single day. So have 3 goals that you want to achieve in the first 3 months of this business, and send me your 3 goals.
Okay.
To help you. And I want you to write those goals down, and I want you to believe it, because you're going to be doing your personal development.
Okay.
And vision it, because it will happen. This business is so awesome. I can't even describe how it's changed my life. Get to Emerald. Okay. That's 2 coaches under you. Don't concern yourself right now if it confuses you with the left leg or the right leg, because I can promise you, you're going to learn that. When you start to sign your first coach, Brandy, I have a coach. What do I do? I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. And then after doing that a few times, you're going to be like, I get this. I understand it. You know what I mean? That's how I work. Mm-hmm. So your first 2 coaches does not necessarily or usually mean those are going to be your rock star coaches, or they're going to be the ones that build your business for you. Usually it's your husband, or I tell people it's your dog and your cat, just to tell them it doesn't have to be somebody working the business.
Right.
If you have, your daughter-in-law, your son, just to get you out, just to get you to an Emerald rank. And what they would do, the best way to get to Emerald is for them to order a challenge pack, and you can cancel their Shakeology, and the next shipment you can get the other stuff that you need to get to 50 PV, like your E&E, or other things that you want from Beachbody, just to get your 50 PV to keep them active. And then when you get 2 more coaches, you don't have to keep them active if you don't want to. You cannot keep them active, and just get them active if it means losing your rank for a week or something, if that makes sense. If you are married, my best advice for you is to sign up your husband as a coach and to build their business. Bobby did not know he was a coach until he was a diamond. And then he got the certificate in the mail, and it said diamond coach, and we laughed about it. But Bobby, I manage his business, and he doesn't sell anything, or he's got great coaches under him, but he's making $200 to $400 a week just sitting there doing nothing. Okay, that's just extra money in your pocket. And it takes a little bit of time to build up to that, but do it now if you can do it. If financially it's that's kind of a struggle, what I suggest is buying a challenge pack with the next workout that you want to do, and getting the sample packs of Shakeology and selling them for $5 a piece. Never give your Shakeology away unless it's to somebody that you just know is going to be awesome, because people will not see the value in it if you give it away. I used to give my Shakeology away all the time, and then I would ask them, and a year later, I still haven't tried that Shakeology you gave me a year ago. Can I have some more? That kind of thing. Because they don't see the value in it, because they didn't have to spend $5 for it. Right. You know what I mean? Or I will teach you how to do a 5-day Shakeology. Remember, Kimberly, we did that a couple years ago. Yeah, a 5-day Shakeology, and that's proof that it works, because you're here. A 5-day Shakeology group where they buy 5 packets of Shakeology for $25. You put them in a 5-day challenge group, and whoever wins, whoever loses the most or posts the most, however you want to do it, they win the $25 back. Or it can be something as simple as they win 2 more samples of Shakeology. It doesn't have to be that. Or just a small prize that you have. Anything. That's a great way to sell extra Shakeology, if you're trying to start your business out. And you're signing your husband and your son, or your husband and your best friend. I told Marnie, I said, I really think she will sign. And I said, I'm going to have you sign under Timberlake. She hasn't messaged me back yet. But she has talked about it before. So I was like, when you sign, I want you to sign under you. So that would be great. That would be one coach, because I think you could talk her into it. That would be one coach. And then so it just needs to be 2 people to get your feet wet. Because what Emerald means is you're going to start earning customers and customer leads from Beachbody. Okay, Etel was one of my customer leads. Does that tell you anything? Yeah, she was one of my customer leads. And I contacted her. So, does anybody have any questions about Emerald and Success Club? I reward my coaches for hitting Success Club because it's that huge to your business. When I wanted to see my income really grow, somebody said, hit Success Club every month. And I was like, really? Okay, whatever. I just didn't believe it. But I did it because they told me to do it. You just do it. When somebody is higher ranked than you and making more money than you and they tell you what to do, you just do it. And you find a way to hit Success Club. I didn't know what I was doing. I YouTubed everybody. I mean, you know, Scotty Hobbs is somebody that I would watch. Anita Myron. I would YouTube everything about Anita Myron. She has built a 6-figure income in like less than 2 years. You know, just being home with her daughter. And it doesn't mean that you're working 80 hours a week. You just need at least 1 power hour a day, guys. And that could even be broken up into 5 and 10 minute increments. You know, you don't have to be sitting at a computer desk all day and messaging and typing. It's not about that. You know, if you are an outgoing person, get yourself out there and people are going to feel your energy. They're going to say, wow, you look good. Like, man. And you can say, I'm doing this. And like, people are watching you and they're going to see what you're doing. So it doesn't mean that you have to sit at a computer every day. I will give you a power hour list that will help you guys, but I like to call it a power 45 minutes now because Chalene Johnson taught me one thing, and she's taught me a lot of things, by the way, but one thing that really stuck with me is power hour, whatever, but it needs to be a power 45 minutes because your brain actually quits working on that certain task after 45 minutes. Your brain is like, I'm done. And if you've noticed, you might be really working away. And then like after 45 minutes, you're like, oh. And then you might start scrolling. I'm going to check my messages, or I'm going to do this. I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee, right? So what she suggests is do a power 45 minutes, get up, take a 15-minute break. It depends on how much time you have. And then sit back down and do another power 45 minutes on your second thing that you have on your to-do list. Maybe you only have 1 power 45 minutes that you can do a day. If you do that every single day, you'll be successful. It's about showing people, and I even told somebody the other day, I am not going to have somebody come in and watch my kids anymore because that takes away from what I am about. I am about, I get to stand with my kids and do this. But what am I showing them if I actually bring in somebody to help watch my kids for a few hours? Though I desperately do need it at times. But I just manage my work around, you know, I might get up a little bit earlier and I stay up a little bit later, and that works for me. You know, I don't do a lot of business during the day. So you have to find the time that works for you and set your work schedule, because here is the biggest tip that you'll ever get. If you work this like a hobby, you're going to get paid like a hobby. But if you work this like a job, you're going to get paid like a job. So if you don't show up every day, you're going to get fired. And it's like this with this business too. If you don't show up every day, people are just not going to believe you. They're going to be like, where did she go? They're just not going to, you'll get fired because people will quit following you. They will like, where'd she, you know, they're going to go with somebody else. So treat this like a job and you will get paid like a job. So you have to figure out if you want this to be a job or do you want it to be a hobby. With traveling and stuff, this business would freaking really be awesome, because I find my best work time is like, sometimes I beg my husband, let's go to Terre Haute on Sunday, you know, afternoon. And that way, like the hour drive or 45-minute drive to Terre Haute, I can actually get on my phone and do a power 45 minutes. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm relaxed and my kids aren't screaming, you know. So traveling with this would be awesome. It will work. It worked really great. And like all the people that you're going to meet and stuff. Beachbody Wear and Share is huge. You know, go to the Wear and Share and shop. And, you know, the jackets, you know, we went to Summit. Everybody talks about the core. It's oh my gosh, big, huge Beachbody store at the core. And my first year as a coach, I spent $600. Then the last year I spent $500. And then this year I was like so proud of myself. I spent $200 and then I went back and bought more. I was like, oh my gosh. But every bit of that Beachbody jackets and shirts that I paid for, it paid for itself. Because you know how many times I've been wearing like an Insanity jacket and I will be somewhere and be like, Insanity, I've heard of that. Like, wow, you do that. And boom, you've started a conversation with somebody and you take their information. Do not just say, here's my card. Because what happens when you take somebody's card? What happens? A lot of times you just forget about it. Let's be honest. You lose it and forget about it. Your kid drove on it. If you're like me, whatever. Okay, not a big deal. But if you take their information, you have control over that. So when you start to meet people, take their name and phone number and say, are you on Facebook? And then add this friend immediately. I taught one of my coaches that at Summit, we had a golf cart driver that would drive us. And I was like, she was asking what we were doing. And I was telling Heather, my coach Heather, get her information. And so I said to her, what is the golf cart driver said? I'm into photography. And I said, oh my gosh, that's cool. So instead of saying something about Beachbody, I said, I am bringing my diamond coaches here next year to a retreat, and I would love for you to take our pictures. Do you have a website or Facebook? Are you on Facebook? And boom, yeah, I'm on Facebook. And so it didn't feel like, oh, Brandy just wants to add me because, no, I'm going to be interested in her. She's a photographer, but she's going to see what I do every single day. And that's how you do it. You don't have to say you're a coach, but wear and share, and people will be interested in that. And when you meet new people, always take their information. You can get their information, but make sure you take it, because that way you're in control of that situation. And you can find them on Facebook. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Okay. One more thing, and then I will let you guys go, because, oh my gosh, I really should not have paid for this. I'm sorry, guys. Because then I don't want to keep you guys. I know you have families and they're busy and tired. We have a national wake-up call every Monday. It's recorded. So if you can't hit it at 11 o'clock on Monday, no biggie. It's in your back office under Breaking Coach News. And the playback number, I will send that to you guys tonight. So you can listen to the recorded call from this week on your phone. A lot of times I just put my earbuds in, plug it into my phone, and lay down like when the kids are in bed and listen to it. So folding laundry, you don't have to stop your life to listen to a national wake-up call. Do your business, outside gardening, put your earphones in, whatever, and listen to it. We have a team Zoom just like this every Wednesday night at 9, because I do like to get our whole team together, and I've been having guest coaches on and things like that. They're really helpful. Janelle Summers, who is Shalene Johnson's sister, Wednesday at noon, it's called Team Hardcore Call is her team name, and she has a call, and her calls are the best calls ever. And but they're recorded, so if you can't hit it at 12 o'clock on a Wednesday, no biggie. I always post the recordings on our team page, so always look for that stuff. The national wake-up call is so important to your business. Never miss a national wake-up call. Even if it's Wednesday or Thursday, by the time you get to it, as long as you get to it, because you have the top coaches in the company, and they're just really telling you, there's no secret to this business, but they're telling you everything that they can do to help you. And it's just silly not to listen to it, because you can take notes and advice from all these coaches and become who you are, but take nuggets from everybody and do what works for you. Okay, you don't want to be anybody else but yourself. Definitely. And then like you'll see tonight, I do a lot, like we're having a diamond training. You guys are welcome to that. You might not be ready for that yet, but I'm welcoming everybody, and we do Zooms, it's a diamond training, get to diamond. So I post all that stuff and recordings on our team page. And I have scripts on our team page as well. And if I can say one thing, stay connected to our team page. Now, if notifications and stuff bug the crap out of you, turn the notifications off. Because really, you have to set your business hours. You do not want to be the person that sitting there messaging, freaking out because the kids are doing this or this or this, or you're busy doing this, and like your phone just keeps beeping, and before you know it, you're overwhelmed and you just want to throw your phone in the river, like, honestly. So you have to have your business hours set. So you can say, I'm going to spend this hour messaging my coaches. I'm going to spend this hour messaging my customers. You know, make sure you do what works for you. And if notifications and your phone beeping constantly all the time really bugs you, just don't have your notifications on and check the team page once a day, and the new coach training that you're going to be in once a day. If you're in challenge groups and the notifications bother you, I've had some people quit the challenge groups because they were freaked out by the notifications. I'm like, just turn it off. Like, that's all you have to do is turn it off. Check in and turn it off. If that bothers you, turn all that stuff off and get to that on your business hours. This is your business, nobody else's. You have to do what works for you. Set the hours and the time that works for you. As you all notice, I'm a night owl. So like I work at 9. So you guys do what works for you. And just make sure that you have those set. And if you have it set that I'm done working at 8 o'clock, be done at 8 o'clock. Except for our team Zooms at 9. Or, you know, lunchtime is 12 to 1. I am not going to be on my phone. I'm going to be eating lunch or whatever. You have to set your schedule, what works for you. And you're going to learn every day, and you're going to have tons of questions. And so please ask me when you do, and I will message you like as soon as I see it. Anybody have any questions? Okay. Did we go over a lot that might have confused you guys?
Mm-mm.
Was this a helpful hour and a half?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Yes, it was.
And we're going to have a follow-up. Oh, by the way, I do have a new coach Zoom every Sunday night at 9. And I do that for all new coaches in my downline. And we just go over new coach things and questions and stuff like that. And every Sunday night at 9, I'm going to start recording them. But get on if you can. And it's for new coaches. So it's just to help you guys, to keep you moving, you know, and when you have extra questions and things like that, and everybody helps one another. We have a really awesome team. We really do.
Will that be on Zoom also?
Yes, it's going to be on Zoom. Okay. I like Zooms because I find them more personable. And you know, we're family. Once you join the team, you're in the family now, and you're part of something huge. So it's just great to be able to see one another and interact with one another. Okay, well, I will let you guys go. And I will end this. And we will do a follow-up here in a couple weeks. And then maybe I'll see you Sunday night too.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Let's see if I end this really fast. I for sure had in this.
Oh, there's something group on. Let me check that out.
There we go.